Okay, this is a training session on the new purchase order requisition system design for BVEssentials. You notice that we have a new button called Requisitions, and that's the area where everything that needs to be ordered will be pulled into. And we can pull the requisitions in from several places. So let's start off with the inventory list. We see here we have a column called Suggested Quantity, so we're going to sort by that. And we see that we have several items that need to be ordered. So we can take all of them or just some of them by just highlighting the ones we want and go requisitions. It brings up the list. It shows our required quantity based on the reorder or based on suggested quantity. And that suggested quantity is derived from reorder point, minimum order quantity, how many are already on order gets subtracted, and then it uses committed and back ordered to figure out what we need to order. So this is the suggested, but you can change those quantities before you requisition them, so you can change a quantity here and there. Then you save it, and it gets saved to the requisition file. So that's one area we can push an item into. We can also do it from a sales order. If we go into sales itself, and we pick an item, sorry, a particular order, and let's just put a couple items on here. So we're going to put some CD204s, and we'll put 12 of them on there, and we'll back order them so we can force them to need to be ordered. So then we can hit the requisition button from in here. So we press the requisition button, and again, the shortages, so those two back orders there got pushed on here. The other item that doesn't need to be ordered gets put in as a 0. You have the choice now, if you want to actually order some for this as well. But if I hit the save button now, that 0 item will be ignored. Okay, so that got pushed into requisitions. Another way we can do it from the sales orders is click on all sales orders, and you can sort by, say, the back order column, which we are here, and I can select all or some of the ones that need to be backwards. So I'll just do a short list here and hit requisition, and then all the items from all the different orders get added here. So you can see we've got different sales order numbers that have been put in here and which customer they've been requisitioned for. And again, those 0 items will not get ordered because they weren't back ordered on the list. But again, you can modify those if you wish. So I'll just save that now as well. Okay, so that's another way to do it. And then one more is under production. So if we have production orders, if you're inside of a production order, and we've got some shortages on here, we see by the red dots. And again, we can hit the requisition button here, and the shortages of 12 and that 105.6 items need to be ordered, so we'll requisition those. Okay, so now at day end, or however often you want to do them, you'd go into the requisition button. So here now we see requisitions from all the places that we put them in for. You see the source type. If I sort by that, there's a bunch of items got put in here from the inventory list that we need ordered, a couple from production, and then several from the sales orders. And then we can sort this list, say, by part number as well, and we can see what we need to order for each part number. As we go over, we'll see that the source is where it comes from. The source is only put there for sales orders and production orders, and the items coming directly from inventory don't have a source. And then if there are for a customer, it shows up there as well. And then we also show you the reorder point of that particular item, the on hand and on order and committed and back order, so you can make decisions on what you need to order. All of the items with the vendor on them means we've got the item set up as a primary vendor, and these other ones don't have a primary vendor. So I can go here and add the vendor on the fly as well by just adding them here. So I'll just put those in, and we'll leave it at that for now. Then I can say, okay, I'm going to create an order for all my RSV items. So that's from here down to here. So I just have to highlight those ones from here to here. And I see that's several different ones here, and I can just hit process. And as I hit process, over here you'll see that purchase order numbers got added. So actually I ended up highlighting different ones here, so you'll see that a purchase order 516 got created for GRT audio, and we've got 17 for RSB, and we created a Clarion, got an 18 sorted order there. Okay, we can continue on by just highlighting all the rest, or if I just do all of them, I can do the whole works at the same time. Even if I've already done some, they can be highlighted. I hit process, and it'll add all the PO numbers next to it when there was a vendor. Okay, so what has happened here now is that each one of those has had a PO created for it. If I go to the purchase orders module now, I go down to the end, sort by that, and go to the end, I'll see all those POs that I got created are put here. So if I open that up, the PO up, you'll see now I've got the items that I need to be ordered. And if I go all the way over, I can see what the source was. So this came from inventory. So we know that when these come in, when we actually receive these items, we know that those two items are just going to go straight into our stock. But we see that for this item on the bottom here, it's for sales order number 700510, and the customer is INT SIS. So as we receive the product, we won't be just putting it on the shelf and accidentally putting it away. And then we go back to the requisition system here, we'll see all the items are on here still. And then as soon as those purchase orders get received, the items will disappear off this list and no longer appear in the requisition system. You're not able to delete items off here if they're already requisitioned. So if this one here has got a purchase order to it, I can't hit the delete and take it off. But any items that have not yet been ordered, so any of the items at the top here, I can delete those off here and they won't be ordered. And as soon as it's been a PO has been created for it, then it actually disappears off this list and goes into a received status. And that's it.